This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Today I'm going to show you how to make goat's cheese at home. Looking at the finished product, a recipe like this can seem daunting. Don't worry, you only need 2 ingredients. To make goat's cheese at home, all you need is goat's milk and lemon juice. To make mine, I used whole goat's milk. This is the highest fat content goat's milk I could find in the store at 4%. Pour your goat's milk into a pot. I've used 1 liter of milk today, but you can use more, of course. Then set the pot over low heat. We want to heat the milk slowly so that it doesn't catch on the bottom of the pan. An important piece of equipment that you definitely need for any cheese making is a thermometer. If you don't have one, I'll leave a link for where you can get one below. You want to slowly heat the goat's milk until it reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82 degrees Celsius. When the milk reaches 180, pull it off the heat. At this point, we want to add in our lemon juice. You'll need about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice or 40 grams for 1 liter of milk. Pour in the lemon juice and stir. You'll see the curds start to coagulate and separate from the watery whey. Leave this at room temperature for 15 minutes so it can settle. After 15 minutes has passed, place a strainer over a bowl and line it with 2 layers of cheesecloth. Pour the goat's milk into the strainer, and how long you leave it at this point is up to you. I left mine for about an hour because I wanted a softer, spreadable chèvre style cheese, but you can let yours drain in the fridge overnight if you want a really firm, crumbly cheese. Once your cheese has reached the texture that you like, transfer it to a mixing bowl. This step is optional if you want a really neutral flavor, but I'm adding in a half a teaspoon of salt to this amount of cheese just to give it a little bit more flavor. At this point, you can store your cheese in the fridge in an airtight container and serve anytime like cream cheese. You can also form it into a cylinder or form it into small portion patties like I'm doing here. I had some edible flowers to use up from another recipe, so I wanted to coat the little patties in edible petals. If you're doing this at home, you can use edible pesticide-free flowers, microgreens, crushed nuts, dried rose petals, dried cranberries, or mixed herbs. The best way that I've found to coat both the cylinder-shaped goat's cheese rolls and these little patties is to use a piece of cling film. I'm placing a few flowers face side down, then using a spatula to place the goat cheese on top. I'm topping this off with a few more flowers, then tightly wrapping up the patty and pressing the flowers into place while forming the goat's cheese into the desired shape. Once shaped, gently transfer it to a plate or serving board and you're done. I'll show you again quickly here. So before I get into that, I just want to take a minute to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. If you're like me and feeling uncertain about what's next, a creative challenge or productivity class may offer a helpful structure for setting small goals and feeling a fulfilling sense of accomplishment. Recently, I finished the class Productivity for Creatives, Turning Ideas into Action. This class by creative strategist and 99U blogger Tanner Christensen helps you turn your ideas into action. This is something that I personally struggle a lot with, so I found his strategies for planning, creating daily rituals, and cultivating useful habits really helpful. I'm looking at some other scheduling and productivity classes at the moment, but there are thousands of classes on subjects like baking, cooking, brewing, journaling, mindfulness, photography, and more. If you're interested, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box below will get 2 free months of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. I'm just serving my ghost cheese on some bread. This is actually the sourdough, olive, garlic, and rosemary focaccia from my other video, which I'll link to, of course, down below. But you can use this cheese as a pasta filling, in sandwiches, in salads, or just eat it on its own. If you like this video and want to see more, consider subscribing, and feel free to get in touch with me on Instagram at chefstudio_.